Roll in my hand, I'm playing TV.
Yes.
No, you're just saying that because you don't want to admit that you're wrong.
No, I'm right.
See, I told you.
Fight.
Yeah, we're probably gonna see a lot of 6A in this set. This is gonna be tough. Definitely gonna see a lot of mauling come from Xeph. Definitely knows how to deal with characters that have a tough time doing punishes in a lot of places. And very good at trying to figure out exactly when his opponent is not going to be interested in just blocking anymore.
I appreciate Noah trying to just like catch the approaches with long stick with Mina. That's kind of what you're supposed to do with Mina, right? Good block punish there, but just like Xephukai just like approaches with so many different angles where you just like you don't have
predominantly just 6A. Like 6A is just causing so much of a chore because for the most part, how is Mina going to try and compete at that range? 6B isn't going to be fast enough, right?
Well, like
6A is going to be a high.
6A and like Xephukai is also sprinkling like the twin angel step A plus B and like twin angel step A and twin angel step like B. So it's like 6A is like the main tool, and then we're just kind of like he just makes things interesting by putting like twin angel stuff in there.
Yeah, I feel like overall Xeph is just really fantastic at understanding how to lean on the advantage of his character's ability to tech crouch against characters / players who aren't very good at dealing with that sort of thing. Oof, okay. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, you might as well, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Punish.
And that life advantage
goes into full charge.
Life advantage that Mina had is just suddenly gone, so could go either way. But that 2-2B Shoryuken with the soul charge added damage is enough to get that first game 3 straight rounds. Noah was struggling to find an answer, but we still have some time for adjustments.
Yeah, don't entirely know what he can do differently. He just has to realize that Xeph is coming in with a lot of tech crouches, being very straightforward with a lot of his pressure. And so I think it kind of depends on if he wants to actually, like, man, it's really tough because do you commit to just like a straight up 3B at mid range? You're not going to be, that's only minus 12, right? Or is it 14? I can't remember.
I'd probably be more comfortable with the rising B, which is minus 10.
It's not fast enough though. Like he's not going to be able to get into crouch and then do that. And beat the 6A. Xeph is just coming in so quickly. Yeah, I mean, he gets these 6As, but I mean, that damage isn't anything. He's getting like these stand kick punishes. I mean, you can do it. You get a good knockdown in that situation. Here we go.
So he's just kind of going with the strategy with just like, okay, so I'm just going to just like get these small little pokes and hopefully it all adds up.
Well, at the very least, it adds up enough to where he actually gets force block situations, which is really where Mina shines, and gets like some of like these Oki scenarios. But that's game. So, oh well. Wait, it isn't. Yeah, it is. No, it isn't. Yeah, it is.
I like the idea of the 4-4B, but Xephukai was way too aggressive, so like that 4-4B like didn't even have time to whip. Like Xephukai was already interrupting it.
Yeah, if you think about it, what is 4-4B really tech crouching under? He doesn't even use lows all that often. He uses the 1K and the fully charged 1K in like post-GI situations / on wake up where the 4-4B can't even come into play anyway. So, okay, here we go. Here's some 3B. Yeah, that's really the only shot, right? Okay, so you can do 4B as well. What? I thought he had it. He didn't have it? Oh, he doesn't punish. Somebody's scared. Somebody's a scared mamma jamma. Okay, here we go.
It's like, okay, I have the life lead. I'm just 1-2K away.
Yeah, but the fact that he didn't take it when he had it was pretty scary. Yeah, he's doing all these tech chunks to get away from the lows. I just don't really see what Xeph is like doing as a low. He's doing stuff like this. So I don't know. It's a read that I'm not seeing. He sees it, but I don't see it.
Oh, that insert rising B was a good job of tech crouching the Xephukai AA. Wow.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, so he's answering with like movement and like pokes and 3B to catch the bridge, and that 2-2B is just is catching Xephukai now.
He's also able to stuff the 6A with a variety of different things there. So he's challenging with buttons. He's challenging with very, well, not necessarily high risk, but very strong reward buttons. And so it's up to Xeph to slow it down enough to where he's still being aggressive. He's still able to exert this kind of force that he's hoping to get, but also at the same time allows him to skate away from some of these big damage buttons that Mina is using. It's going to be difficult to try and sidestep and do stuff like 2-2B after 6A gets blocked.
Yeah, just like I like that idea. Xephukai should like stay aggressive, but at the same time, see if it can like bait Nowo in doing kind of like a preemptive like approach catch attempt, if that makes sense, and maybe answer it with like a 2-2B or like just finding an angle around Mina's ability to catch approaches, and like just kind of like just get him on purely on evasion. So he's gonna use stuff like Twin Angel Step. He's gonna do 2-2B, but he's just gotta find better moments for them. That's a 2-2B attempt. Yep, block punish.
Yeah, pretty awful stage for Nowo to get. This is going to be much harder to try and skate away from the pressure that Xeph is trying to throw out. He's not even doing 6A to catch sidestep. He's using it as like a tech crouch. I think that's very interesting. It's like sprinted at him for so long. 6A, yeah. And
Xephukai like keeps moving forward. Eventually, like Nowo is gonna have like nowhere to run because like the back the wall, but he keeps fighting back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a matter of Xeph trying to figure out the timing of when the movement's going to stop, which is obviously what Mina wants to do, and try to beat out the button. And for Nowo, it's just a matter of weathering the storm as much as possible.
Okay. One way to weather the storm. Good sidestep there.
Hey, don't take my phrase.
I can take whatever I want!
Can't take everything you want. Ooh, it doesn't get the punish there. Finally catches him ducking. Oh boy. Interesting to know, we're seeing a lot more 1Ks, which means that if Nowo wants to, he could potentially start going back to those 4-4Bs and stuff.
Yeah, but then, like, Xephukai's gonna mix it up before he knows it.
It's a poison chalice either way you turn it, yeah. Yeah, it looks like he tried to go for a 4-4B in that situation there.
Oh, it's nice. Oh no! That's a big hitbox on that lightning.
Yes, it is. It looks like he tried to RI there, but he ended up getting an RE instead.
Oh, Xephukai just has no reason not to continually disrespect Nowo like this. Nowo completely on the back foot. Always has Xephukai in his face. Very aggressive, Xephukai. One round away, picking game 3.
He's essentially just, I mean, this is good damage. It's a shame that he doesn't get, like, the lethal hit. Tries to duck the high, ends up getting hit by the mid instead. Yeah, so it just really feels like Nowo is just getting out-stamina'd right now.
Oh, tech crutches that.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
It was probably going to beat 6-6A too. I don't know yet. Okay, here we go. That's the game, right? Yeah, it is.
With Soul Charge and the wall splat? Oh no!
This is a big deal. It's a techable knockdown, decides not to tech.
Oh my god, that guy's so good. Oh, he caught him pressing a button! God,
oh, what a...
No!
Oh!
Still!
Didn't hit! He goes for the BS string. That was funny.
It was,
Is that 2-0? No, that's 2-1.
2-1, but it's winner's final, so...
Yeah, he can get a much better stage, and then he doesn't necessarily have to worry about the stuff that he just dealt with.
Yeah, in that scramble situation, that was pretty much a perfect time to just like bust out the moves you don't see very often.
Here I go, all out now.
And I certainly was not expecting that second part of the somersault kicks. Third part, whatever.
Yeah, that was weird. You delayed it so much, too.
Whereas, like, okay, it's my turn. Nah, I just got kicked in the face. Good delay there.
Okay, so we've got about a neutral stage as possible. I definitely think that this means that Nowo has a shot at doing the actual game plan that... No, I had more to say. Hey.
Sorry.
How dare you?
I was just like... Sorry, I was just thinking, like, how Xephukai gonna approach, and then he literally just ran up for a grab, like...
Oh, I thought that you were being like... I thought you were saying... You were making fun of the idea that I was saying that it was going to be impossible if Nowo got, like, a bad stage. And you know what? I wholeheartedly apologize. I made an assumption, and I shouldn't have done so.
No, it's definitely not about that. It was just like, what complicated way is Xephukai gonna approach? And he just, like, ran up the row. It's like...
Yeah, complication isn't really his bag in this round. And I can definitely see that, because I feel like the more complicated you go at Mina, the more opportunities you're going to give her to do stuff that's really crazy.
Yeah, and like...
It's just putting all his fish in one table. What?
And just, like, I was like... I kind of, like... That mindset I had for a second, like, it's probably something like Noah had. It was like, okay, watch his approach. And then he was, like, so overanalyzing that Xephukai just, like, did the simplest approach possible.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case, but that's what I thought in my mind, and that's why I laughed. And that's 2 clean rounds for Xephukai. But Noah has Soul Charge now, so are we going to use it in time?
That was such a risky AK at the end there, because Noah has been doing so many wall-rising Bs and stuff, but I guess he had so much life that he was fine. Yeah, he's just overwhelming him with so many small buttons, not allowing Mina to do basically anything that really makes her powerful.
Yeah, especially just like you were right about those 6A's. Like they're making like,
Yeah.
such a difference to like keep Noah from moving and using those 2-2-Bs. So 2-2-Bs
Moving
were
and
coming
using
out.
highs. So he's just effectively forcing Mina to do stuff like, that's going to give him the round, but effectively forcing Mina to just kind of stand there and hope on a 3B, which is providing Xeph more opportunities to where it's forcing Noah to hesitate on trying to keep him out. That's how he's getting so many of these in-close 6xB/grab situations, and it's becoming a real chore for Noah to deal with. Not to mention this, having a 2B or a 2-2B go completely unpunished is bad news bears.
Yeah, it's damage and loss that you can't kind of like afford to like have against a player like Xephukai.
Oh, nice
Okay.
side step. Doesn't have the. Oh, he just got the bar, but I guess it wasn't going to be a ring out, so he decided not to spend it. Scary stuff. He can get up and stab again. Oh, it goes up into RI. All right, so that's going to give him the second round. He's not going to have anything for the last round. Zeph is probably going to have. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yep. Oh. He knows about the YOLO stabs. Not today, son.
On that wake up? Come on. What are you doing? I don't know so much about that. That was pretty. That was
Hungry
really
to-
insulting, Zeph. That was
Hungry
really
to
mean.
clean up the set, man. That's that would have been 3-1 in another timeline, but we do not live in that timeline.
Well, we probably do though, because
Actually,
be
yeah,
really
it's
hard. He's got another bar coming up pretty soon. Like, all right, if he gets a random ring out, then he'll be out. But he's got this bar. Like, this is gonna be really tough. It's not impossible. You get a ring out, but you can do it, Noah.
Yeah.